recon! 50 seconds!
Got 5 targets down!
Watch for an enemy guard dog. Double kill! Attack dogs ready for action. Hostile recon in the air. Spies in the sky. Double kill. Capturing Baker.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Today we are going to be discussing the MP40, but before we get to the class setup, I have a special surprise for you guys. As a token of appreciation to you guys today for clicking on the video, I'm going to put 2 codes on the screen right now. One for PlayStation, one for Xbox. $25 digital codes. Thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. The support truly means a lot. If you want more opportunities like this, I'm going to be doing this randomly throughout the month of my videos. So make sure you guys subscribe to become a part of the family, of course, and turn those notification bells on so you don't miss a video. I also want to set a like goal on this video. Let's see if we can hit 100 likes. I think it's possible. I can't do it without you guys. Thank you so much. So before Vanguard even dropped, even before the beta, I knew the MP40 was going to be one of the best guns in the game. Now, I've literally experimented with so many different attachment combinations on this gun, and I finally came up with something amazing. Now, there's 3 things I was looking for on this class, okay? I wanted fast ADS speed, good stability, and enough rounds in my magazine to wipe an entire squad. I love the fact that we can have 10 attachments on every single gun in Vanguard without any perks. It leaves so much room for creativity, and I guarantee you've probably already seen so many different MP40 class setups on YouTube that work well. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at a full breakdown of this class setup. Obviously, MP40 star of the show today. Let's look at every single attachment, and I'm going to explain to you guys exactly why I chose each and every single one of these attachments. Everything's going to make sense. Don't worry. All right. So we'll go ahead and start with the muzzle first. Now, I always like to run a suppressor. I love having that sound suppression. I don't like to show up on the map. So with the M1929 silencer, you get 1 sound suppression and 1 accuracy, but you do lose a bit of ADS speed. Don't worry about losing that ADS speed. We are going to get it back. But one thing I do want to explain, the reason I went with the M1929 silencer over the Mercury silencer is because with the Mercury, I'm going to lose a bit of damage range. And for me, I would rather lose a little bit of ADS speed that I can get back rather than losing that damage range, okay? So it's just personal preference at the end of the day, but I think you will like the M129 silencer over the Mercury silencer a little bit better. So that is a suppressor that we're using, the muzzle that we are using on the MP40 class setup here. For the barrel, we have the Crossnick 317mm04B barrel. It gives us pros, highly accurate and controllable, reduced scope sway, and gun bob. This attachment is great because it's going to allow you to just beam people from across the map. I mean, you're going to have lots of control over the MP40, and it's going to allow you to be effective in those situations where you're maybe, 20 to 30 meters out. So you're not always effective at only close range. You can also be effective at long range with this gun, but I think this barrel is going to be extremely important for those types of situations. So if you're the type of player that likes to be aggressive, but also wants to be able to kill players from across the map, definitely use this attachment. Now, if you go with this barrel here, you do lose sprint to fire speed and hip fire accuracy, which is not too big of a deal, right? For the optic, it's really personal preference here, guys. I like the iron sight. Once you max out your MP40, like I have here, weapon level 70, which is the max level, you gain all of the optics, and near the bottom here, you get some iron sights. I love the iron sights on the MP40. If you've tried it and you don't really like it a lot, go ahead and go with the slate reflector. It's probably the most popular optic in the game right now. It's basically like a red dot sight, but I like the iron sight. Okay, give it a try, see what works best for you, right? For the stock, I'm using the VDD 34M, balanced for precision range work, but slightly more cumbersome. So with this, you get +3 horizontal recoil control and +1 ADS speed. So that ADS speed that we lost from the silencer, we are getting back with the VDD stock. We do lose 2 movement speed and 1 hip fire accuracy. Now, I generally don't hit fire a lot, so I'm not really too worried about it, but that +3 horizontal recoil control and that +1 ADS speed is going to be great for this setup, I promise. For the underbarrel, we're using the Mark 6 skeletal, which gives us another +1 ADS speed. Trust me when I say, when you use an SMG, especially if you're an aggressive player that likes to run around the map and push, aim down sight speed is going to be extremely beneficial for you. It's going to allow you to kill your targets a lot faster. For the magazine, I highly recommend the 64 round drum. Trust me here, okay? With 64 rounds, you can wipe an entire room, an entire building, an entire team without having to reload. Yes, you can go with quicker reloads on the 24 round fast mags, even the 32 round fast mags, but the reason I don't like to use the 32 round fast mags because you lose bullet velocity, range, penetration, and damage. At least with this one, you lose ADS speed that we already got back from the other attachments, right? You lose a little bit of reload quickness and movement speed, but 64 rounds is amazing. You guys saw from the clips that were in the video, it's just an amazing benefit to have when you are playing aggressive because you don't have to worry about reloading, okay? You decide when you want to reload. Like I said, you can wipe an entire team with the 64 round drum. That's the whole point of using it. Now for the ammo type, this is personal preference. I like using the lengthen. It gives me +3 bullet velocity. So these bullets pack additional powder for increased muzzle velocity. Kill your targets a lot faster at the end of the day. Frangible is pretty good. You know, you can delay enemy healing. Hollow point, increase limb damage. Incendiary, if you really want to be that guy, you know, light people on fire. Subsonic, FMJ. So I mean, at the end of the day, it really is personal preference. Choose whatever you want here. I don't think there's a wrong answer. For the grip, I'm using the leather grip, which gives us +1 aim down sight speed. Again, very important for this setup. For proficiency, I'm using unmarked. So kills against enemies who did not retaliate grant dead silence for a short time. Dead silence in this game is extremely strong, okay? +1 silent footsteps after kills. And for the kit, we are using fully loaded just because I hate running out of ammo, especially when I'm on long kill streaks, you know, 10, 15, 20 kill streaks, and I run out of ammo, it gets on my nerves, so I have to use fully loaded. For the secondary, it is completely up to you guys. I know there's a lot of different options, a lot of different pistols to use, launchers. You can run around with a knife if you want to. Secondary is completely up to you guys. I really don't have too many recommendations just because I don't really pull out my pistol a whole lot. So it's personal preference there. Now for the perks, these I'm going to recommend. All right, so for perk 1, I'm using Ghost. Undetectable while moving by spy planes, enemy intel, and field mics. Reduce effectiveness of local informants. Now, you might be asking, why don't you go with Ninja since you already have that attachment on your MP40 unmarked that's going to hide you from those players and it's going to grant you that dead silence anyways. Well, to answer your question, I don't want to appear on the map ever, okay? I like being ghosted. I don't ever want to show up on spy planes because I push a lot, and I found that Ghost has been more beneficial for me than Ninja. And the good thing about using unmarked as one of your attachments is it also makes your footsteps silent. So, I mean, it's the best of both worlds. A lot of people like to use Ninja. I like to use Ghost. For the second perk here, I highly recommend using High Alert, especially if you are aggressive when you play. So your vision pulses when enemies outside of your view see you. So if somebody's trying to come up behind you and shoot you in the back, you're going to be warned, okay? If you're running across the map and somebody's got their eyes on you, they're about to snipe you, you're going to be warned. So this is a really good perk to use in your second perk category here. And then for perk 3, since we lost some movement speed on some of our attachments on our loadout, I'm using lightweight just because I like to be quick on my feet, and this is going to increase my movement speed overall. For the lethal, the thermite is a very good, especially if you have people within doorways, camping certain areas. It's a great lethal to use in the game. And then stun grenades, also very effective. You can also use the stim, but I do think they need to buff the stim. It takes too long to use I mean, I feel like by the time I regen my health is pretty much the time it takes for the stim to give me my health back. That's just what I think. But I think the stim needs to be buffed. And until it gets buffed, I'm probably going to go with the stun grenade. Well, that is it, guys. I think this is honestly probably the best MP40 class setup in the game. Do me a favor, try it out. Don't give up on it too fast. Try it out for like a week. Let me know how it goes, okay? And if you try this class setup out and you just completely go off, you know, you just pop off on all your games, come back to this video, come to the comment section and let everybody know that this class setup works. Please. Again, thank you all so much for watching the video. Like I mentioned earlier, let's see if we can reach 100 likes on this class setup. Subscribe if you're new. Turn those notification bells on so you don't miss the next video. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.